My guys, my compadres. So this is how we doing it, huh? We out there flexing like that, huh? You probably don't even know what I'm talking about, and it's perfectly fine, but allow me to explain. 150,000 subscribers! What's going on with ya, big dog? And it is an amazing day for Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope that your day, well, my guy, it has to be going phenomenal. But if it isn't, don't let what happened at the beginning of your day ruin the rest of your day. I genuinely have to thank every single one of you guys. When I first started making YouTube videos, I never, ever in a million years thought I would be here. And to be honest, I didn't even know I had 150,000 subscribers until one of my football teammates mentioned it. My guy, you know you down bad when somebody else got to tell you, you got more subscribers than you think you got. I've been telling people I got 100,000. I understand that this is not a milestone that many people make, and I have to thank every single one of you guys for making my day, so allow me to help make yours. That's right, big dog. Today, I'm gonna be talking about some cards that I've been looking at, and bro, they are starting to go up in price. You may wanna look at them before Cyberstorm Access drops, and it may be a little bit too late by then. Some people would say this is a buy these cards before it skyrockets in price. I would say this is just putting you on game before the shit goes up. And of course, big dog, if you wanna help the channel, you can do one of two things or both. You can consider joining my Patreon as a special thank you for helping me pay my editors. They actually got this information first. And if you just so happen to be buying these cards on TCG Player, use my TCG Player link. Hey bro, stop playing around. Use my TCG Player link every time you go to TCG Player. That helped me out too. Without further ado, not only am I going to be breaking down why, I am going to be talking to you about some cards that have skyrocketed in price.
Chokey. He said he likes that. Well, he can get it too then.
So just in case you're just tuning in, you might be wondering,
what the TheCaliEffect do you been ready to talk about this? How do we know if this is true?
Well, my friend, before I actually got serious into content creator, I was a vendor myself. It was actually my main source of income and was the way that I paid my rent and everything in between. I'd also like to say that I'm a seriously good Yu-Gi-Oh player with in-depth knowledge on the game. We've went on a streak of topping and winning just about everything in our way since we have woken from our slumber, and I feel pretty good about myself, just like how you should too. And if you don't believe that, you can check out my various vlogs for proof, or you can check out some of my past market watch videos. We've gotten so many cards right, like Stardust and Cell Synchro, Joel and Lockbird, and of course, my favorite, Visa Starfrost. But always, you should do your research and make your decisions accordingly. So basically what I got from Cyberstorm Access is that Synchro monsters are going to be huge. And 100% I would be looking into the powerful Synchro monsters that have been dominating over the course of Yu-Gi-Oh history. Because of the new Mana Dome archetype and the Super Heavy Samurai strategy getting a huge boost inside of the set, amongst other strategies, we would easily want to look into Synchro 6s, Synchro 8s, and Synchro 10s. Well, those are pretty easier. Those are some of the most popular Synchro monsters in the game. One of them that I would 100% start you off with is Borreload Savage Dragon. And this is mainly because both Super Heavy Samurai and Mana Dome use Link monsters and can Synchro into 8. Super Heavy Samurai actually has a 1.5 card combo that leads on a Borreload Savage Dragon, a Baron de Fleur, and a Therion King Regulus, which is huge. Now, fortunately enough, Borreload Savage Dragon was last printed in Battles of Legends Crystal Revenge, but the time before that is Megas 10 2020, and it is a 4-year-old Yu-Gi-Oh card. To be real, Borreload Savage Dragon is about a $10 Yu-Gi-Oh card right now, but I can see it jumping into the $15 and $20 range when Cyberstorm Access drops, and if Synchros become as powerful as players are expecting them to be. Same thing with other cards like Baron de Fleur. My guy, you just got a reprint, give us a break! Baron de Fleur is an easy card that is subject to buyout, and it's for a couple of reasons. One, Konami really goofed on this one. My guy, you printed it as an ultra rare in a legendary collection set, and then you reprint it as an ultra rare in a legendary collection set. It's essentially the exact same thing with more in circulation. Baron de Fleur is not easy to get in Maze of Memories, and while I do see it following a similar line to cards like Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess and being reprinted again soon, right now we only have 2 printings and they're both as equally as hard to get. It is a must play in any synchro reliant deck, especially since it now can be made with any deck that can synchro into 8. Wait, hold on. What?
Cali, you capping. Baron is a 10.
But a card that I did tell you to buy before it skyrocketed in price was Excel Stardust Synchro Dragon. That card was roughly around $15, and now it's creeping closer towards the $30 range. This is easily a double down and keep on buying it because it is a really good card. Again, decks like Mana Dome and Super Heavy Samurai can easily make this card, and since they use level 2 tuners, this can special summon those monsters back to the side of the field and then being able to synchro into your Baron de Fleur. And speaking of such, because players are buying these super synchro monsters because of these synchro heavy strategies, Xing Ying of the Sword Soul should easily be a monster that you should be picking up right now. Why? Have you read Xing Ying? It's a god card. The card comes out as a big, chunky, beefy boy, can protect itself from being destroyed, and can banish cards on your opponent's field and graveyard. What in the hell? It should have never been generic. Players are actually starting to realize that Xing Ying is an incredibly good Yu-Gi-Oh card and are acting accordingly. I know that there's ultra rare copies from Magnificent Mavens that are fairly cheap, but it is going up in price. And now that we're done with generic synchros that are going up, I think we should look at some cards that you are going to need if you decide to play Mana Dome. The first would be the Scareclaw engine. On paper, the Scareclaw engine is actually deceptively good. Scareclaw Right card allows you to be able to search Scareclaw Arrival from your deck to your hand, but also more importantly, Scareclaw Lightheart allows you to be able to summon Primitive Planet Reichphobia from your deck to your hand, which can search the right card and can be summoned off of Visa Starfrost. My guy, yo, hold on, time out. Where are the other Scareclaw monsters? It's simple. You don't need them. I'm not saying that Scareclaw is a bad deck. It's actually my favorite Visa Lore deck, and if you wanted to play the deck, you have some of the most expensive cards by picking these up. These are easily important for Mana Dome because not only does it allow you to be able to extend, potentially draw, destroy cards, it also gets you into your synchro plays really easy by providing a 15/2100 attack and defense monster to your side of the field that you can synchro summon with and continue on with your plays. There's also a Hero Lives, Emergency Call, and Elemental Hero Prisma in case you really want to cook, as Elemental Hero Prisma can reveal Vicious Ashtroud from your deck, sending Visa Starfrost from your deck to the graveyard, and can be used for a link summon into your Scareclaw Lightheart. My guys, I'm telling you, one of these cards is getting banned, just not anytime soon. Some of the cards that I've been seeing going up in price because Pearly is expected to be one of the best decks is Divine Arsenal AA Zeus. You should already know why Divine Arsenal AA Zeus is easily one of the most powerful cards in the game. I had 5 monsters and 5 spell and drop cards, and they're all gone! Decks like Pearly and Satellar Knights can easily make this card because they're XC decks, but another card I want to put you on some game about is Santa Claus. Now, this is a card that I did tell you to buy before it skyrockets in price, and look at us now. It's a card that's getting bought out. The reason why is because Santa Claus is a better kaiju if your deck can make Zeus, or if you want to be able to tribute the Nightmare Corruptor Ibli that your opponent sends to your side of the field. I mean, huh? Bro, they're gonna play Ibli. Like, everybody's playing Ibli now. Summoning your kaiju monster into defense and then using your Exceed monster to attack into it gives you a free Zeus to be able to clear the board. Those are some of the cards that players are looking at, and of course, if they're looking at how to build these decks, then players are obviously still looking at counters. With that being said, Exceed Encore is another card that I told you to buy before it skyrockets in price. It is being bought out heavy right now because it is an easy counter to decks like Kashtira, Pearly, and I guess Teller Knights. My guys, there's this guy in the comment section that's like the Satellar Knight King or whatever. Kinda cringy, but he's pretty cool, I'm pretty sure. He wants me to tell you Teller Knights are the best deck. So there you go. It got mentioned with 2 of the best decks. Exceed Encore is a hard counter to those particular strategies, and people are acting accordingly. Trolling Lockbird is also another card that I told you to buy before it skyrockets in price. Now you have a deadline. Because so many strategies in the game post Cyberstorm Access are now searching, Jolan Lockbird is even more powerful than before. My guys, I'm already on demon time. I'm mainboarding Jolan Lockbird. TJ doesn't stand a chance.
My guy, it was one game. You activated your role once. You got swept the rest of the games.
It was more than one game, and he never won. This is all cap. At this stage of the game, the way Yu-Gi-Oh is sitting, Droll Lockbird has no bad matchups and no counters. Resolving this card pretty much ensures that you win the game against a lot of top Yu-Gi-Oh decks. And the last card I want to share with you, by the time you get this video, I'm not going to cap, it probably already bought out. Archfiend Eccentric is a really powerful Yu-Gi-Oh card that can be searched through cards like Small World, and Math Mech is an easy to play card that can get rid of your opponent's monsters or spells and traps. You know, if I was to tell the GOAT format me that there was an Exile Force and a Mystical Space Typhoon in the same card, I wouldn't believe it. Sometimes it's the more simpler cards that are actually the most powerful, having the utility to be able to get rid of a spell, trap, or monster at the drop of a dime, while also being a pendulum monster that you can scale and pendulum summon with, is pretty good. And that's all that I have for the cards that people are buying out for Cyberstorm Access. Of course, if you think that there's a card that I missed or a strategy that we should be looking into, go ahead and let me know down below in the comment section. But also, if you want to see more amazing TheCaliEffect content, you should already know what to do. You should be checking out these videos, and I'll catch you on the next one.